My name is Raymond Shook. This is FTE 217, week 6 assignment. Instructor's name is Camille Long. Today's date is February 24, 2024. We'll be going over the field strip, additional work that I want to do or that I have already done, several trigger options, and why. The main reason I like these triggers and why I use them in my builds. Barrel dimple on whether or not I'm going to be doing it. And I'll be doing a simulated drop test. All right, we're going to start with the field strip. We're going to go through. Work area is clear of ammunition. I'm going to take my pen. I'm going to check while I'm visually inspecting and physically inspecting. Make sure there's no rounds in the chamber. Mag well is clear. We're going to start out by sending the bolt home. Have it mounted on an AR-10 block in a vise. Going to remove the rear takedown pin. Alright, at this point we have the firearm field strip. Alright, talking about work that I'm going to do to this AR, and I will start with what I've already done. We're going to start out with the optic. I put a Sig Sauer Canyon 4-16 by 44 sitting on top of a Burris cantilever mount. I put a Magpul K2 grip on it. I put a Magpul STR stock. It has the lock option. That way you can't accidentally move it. Has battery compartments on each side. I have changed out the muzzle brake. Put a tank brake on it. That allows for better muzzle control. This grip I put on here, I put on there because it's more comfortable, gives you a lot more to grip a hold of than the mil-spec grip. Something I do plan on doing on the charging handle, as you can see, it sits down below the scope. With this eye relief, I had to move the scope back. Plan on putting a different charging handle that has wider grip on there. I plan on putting a different safety selector, put an ambidextrous. That'll allow me to be able to flip it from either side. When it comes to the triggers, like I said, on this one I have the PSA 2-stage nickel boron trigger. I went with that. I've used it in the past. Great trigger. It has a 2-pound take up, 2.5-pound break. It has a real quick reset on it. To me, it just seems to be more accurate than some of the other triggers I've tried. On my other builds, I have a AR-15 pistol that I just finished. I tried several different triggers on it, such as the Rise Armament 240 Gen 2. Has a 3.5-pound trigger, fast reset, very little take up, and the self-contained drop-in. I ended up swapping it out for the Hyperfire RBT-C. To me, it has a little bit quicker reset, a lot less creep, and the hammer seems to hit just a little bit harder than the Rise Armament. So, depending on what I'm running, depends on which trigger I'm going to put in it. I decided to go ahead. It already had a little bit of a dimple on the barrel when I received it. I deepened that dimple just a little bit. The only reason I did that, I wanted to make sure it had a real good bite on the gas block. All right, we're going to start the simulated drop test. We want to first ensure that our firearm is empty. We'll both visually and physically inspect just to make sure that it's empty. All right, we're going to close the chamber. Ensure that the firearm is on safe. As you can see, it's on safe. We're going to take our rubber mallet. Just we're going to check that. There we go. Past that, we're going to charge it again. This time we're going to have it on 5. We pull the trigger. Past that. All right, that concludes everything. I hope y'all learned something from this. And y'all have a wonderful day.